are back. I see. I know you think you lost me, guys. Every time I do this thing, every time I'm all very much well prepared with my presentation, one after the other, this thing happens. Disclaimer. The content is not intended to be a substitute for professional advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your mental health professional or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding your condition. The views and opinions expressed in this video are my own and of the participants. The views, opinions, and content expressed in this presentation do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or any. Ay, wow. O, diba? Ang liit ko. Ayan. So, this is how I process. I'm not gonna be here and telling you like, I'm a doctorate of this. This is the right answer. I'm a certified NSCA CPT personal trainer. So my kind of like education is involved in being healthy. I have continuing education. I study. And sometimes I would stumble on things that really pique my interest. And that is what I'm trying to share with you. Because the same with me, how I see it, when I go to certain streams, certain people has different perspective of how they see the world. And they would share things that are probably relevant or irrelevant for me. But whatever they share in their stream will make me think that, I've never think about that one before. Then I would try to research that for myself. I think that's the beauty of learning. There are certain things. That's why I said I don't talk politics. Because for me, I'm not in that. I'm not a politician. I don't study, economics, and certain stuff like that. Sharing information, sharing knowledge is something that I really, really value. And I like sharing things that I learn. And that is what I'm trying to share with you guys. Now, whatever I'm going to share here is something that I research personally. So I always say, cross-reference it. If you think something is wrong about it, cross-reference it for your own. And you can also share the same thing. It's a good, nice flow of information for just some people who don't understand what I do in my channel. Understood? Okay. What is insecurity? When we talk about insecurity, define insecurity. Of course, we're going to go deep, diba, ika nga. The condition or qualify of being insecure. And this is the thing, when you define, you have to know the root word, which is insecure, lack of safety and danger, hazard. The state of feeling insecure, uncertainty and lack of confidence. And number 3, a lack of security, uncertainty. So, sa mga Tagalog dyan, ayan. So, ibig sabihin, lahat na to, insecure, hindi lang yung sa pakiramdam natin, but also sa mga pinansyal, hindi ka stable, walang stabilidad. So, that's also another term or another definition of what insecurity means. Insecure. This is the word that a lot of echuserang palaka likes to throw in our faces. Kapag may kagalit tayo, ang sasabihin na lang natin, insecure ka kasi. The very, very used up word. I feel so sorry for this word. It's overused. It's exploited so much. Not sure or certain. Hindi ka sigurado. Ayan. Doubtful. Nagdududa ka. Ayan. Inadequately guarded or protected. Unsafe. Yung feeling mo laging may danger. Nakalimutan yung Tagalog. And not firm or fixed, unsteady. Diba? So there's a lot of definition. So we just have to really understand, words, because that's how you can actually understand when people are expressing themselves, when you know different meaning of a certain word, then you can actually understand the context, not just what it meant, but the context of what the people or other people are telling you or expressing. And security. So, kabaligtaran ng insecure is yung siguranza. From risk or danger, safety. You feel safe, you feel protected, you feel like a princess for all the women and ladies out there. Freedom from doubt, kalayaan yung hindi ka nagdududa in the relationship. Peace of mind, security. This is one of the things that are very underrated for me, that people, a lot of us actually just kind of take a word, but they don't really feel it. But once you feel that security, like you don't have to check on your partner's cell phone. You don't have to think about where your partner is going. Who are they talking to behind your back? Those are security. In some places, if you're at home, you're safe. That's security as well. So financial. If you have a lot of savings, no matter what happens, you have savings. That's security. Something that gives or assures safety as. The definition of the word security. Security is one of two things. It's a limiting obstacle that stops your progress, or an inspirational observation that pushes you to grow. Insecurity isn't bad. Your reaction to it is what matters. And from Timmy, being insecure is a toxic trait of a woman. It can ruin her life and someone else's life. Nothing by negative toxicity at its finest. My tip of the day: always try to improve yourself, but never let your current inadequacy, is that how you pronounce it, stop you from living. Don't let perfection hinder progress. Exactly. Nothing wrong with being insecure. Just need to create assurance. Mindset matters, and it's actually freeing, accepting that we'll never be the perfect partner, parent, presenter, expert, or whatever. It also reminds you to have patience with a partner, as they are not perfect either. Signs of insecurity. WebMD, so insecurities is a medical condition. MD, so like there's doctorate, that's dep ed. If you are aware of how you present the articles and you really want to people to understand that you can back up these articles and they can also check it for themselves. So that's the beauty of, like, for me, knowledge. Everyone feels a little unsure at times. As humans, we constantly think, and some of our thoughts can be filled with doubt. So these can lead to thoughts of insecurity. Too much insecurity can lead to other problems in relationships and in your everyday life. However, there are ways you can work through your insecure thoughts and live life more confidently. As I was saying earlier, this is things, and that's why sometimes for me, it's nice to know, because these are doctorates. They actually studied, trained, talked to people. I always say there's no right or wrong, because it's like, it's people. It's hard to actually accurately predict someone's mental thoughts. There's always going to be guidelines, but that's just my opinion. That's why I love observation, or observing people, like, how they deal with things and what are the ideas, how they react on certain situations. These are the beauty of studying from a point of view of just a normal person like us, and a point of view of people who are actually studying it, clinical studies, articles, and scientific studies. If you didn't thumbs up yet, guys, ayan, please do thumbs up. Ayan na, dali na, please na, ayan. Free lang yan, guys. It's free. You can just thumbs up, just one click away. Ayan. So according to this WebMD article, insecurity is a feeling of inadequacy. I think I like that word, inadequacy. It's like inadequacy. It feels so harsh, or not being good enough. So, sa mga Tagalog dyan, pag kunwari na insecure kayo, I feel inadequate. Ay, shalang puta. Ayan, inadequate. Oh, that's a word men don't like to hear from a woman. I don't know about other women out there. Ayan, so ladies, can you tell me your thoughts about it? I think for women, it's one word that we don't want to hear from men, that you will gonna call us insecure when we feel jealousy. So for men, they don't like inadequate. Ooh, that's a word, diba guys? Ayan. So women and men, insecurity, insecure, and inadequate. Ooh la la. Oh. And uncertainty. It produces anxiety about your goals, relationships, and ability to handle certain situations. Everybody deals with insecurity from time to time. It can appear in all areas of life, come from a variety of causes. It might stem from a traumatic event, patterns of previous experiences, social conditioning, learning rules by observing others, or local environments such as schools, work, or home. And it can also stem from general instability. People who experience unpredictable upsets in daily life are more likely to feel insecure about ordinary resources and routines. On the other hand, insecurity can have no definite external cause. It can appear as a quirk of personality or brain chemistry. Pati brain chemistry talagang isinali na dun, diba? Now, if we understand the nature of the insecurities, I feel like we can actually help to manage it. Because sometimes it's really hard to accept when we are insecure about something. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not native English speaker. But I grew up, when we talk about the word insecure, it just means you are jealous of someone else. You know, you want to be like them. Of course, back when I didn't know better, guys. So when I thought about that, every time people would tell me I'm insecure, it really, really rubbed me the wrong way. Is that how you say it? I don't like it. It gets me to a trigger point that I'll just defend. Because I just don't like the thought that I'm not jealous. You know, it's just that. But I don't want to accept because there's a lot of stigma when it comes to the word insecure. But once you understand the definition or where it is coming from, and you accept that there are definition of the word insecurity, which I eventually understood the whole meaning and context of the word, I get to understand how to react, how to manage in this type of situation. Especially, I'm a very, very paranoid woman. So I have to manage it, you know, like I always have to constantly manage or like really be aware of how to react on certain situations. For women, we want security, not insecurity. We all want security. The question is, can you overcome the fact that there are always flaws in security? There is always something that threatens security. Wow. This is the beauty of like healthy discussion. I feel so mature. Just to kind of like give humor a little bit. And insecure, or is it lack of trust? Jealousy is a mixed one. And from Bliss, we all have insecurities, but it's important to remember it comes from within ourselves. Recognize it and overcome it. Oh my goodness, you guys.